the word to GJ to talk about our AI strategy.
Yeah, thank you, Francesco and Susanna, and also in advance, thanks, Ajit, for representing the LLM Factory, which is really part of our basic AI strategy and vision going forward within AS Watson, which really, I can tell you, gets into an acceleration. So we had discussions with Malina last week, and it's really about getting AI to the next level in our company. And what we proposed and what we'll see more and more is that Gen AI is really our partner. So meaning embrace it, use it, and accelerate our business. Again, why? Very simple. If you look at our business performance, we really need to grow our revenue more and extend. We need to look at better customer experience. And for sure, in the next years, we need to look at better productivity. And we do believe that AI, in particular Gen AI, can really help us in gaining more productivity. I do believe that we need a lot of transformation for that. So it's a combination of looking at our business process, doing it in a different way, using the technology, and being therefore far more productive than now, because we will see that we will still keep growing by opening new stores, but it's challenging to get to the same EBIT or even better EBIT. So productivity is the way to go. Our vision is that it's for all our colleagues. So in any level, in any function, Gen AI should be a part of it. And I think it's also important that people are still there. So it's not the AI is Watson, but it's the AS Watson. So it's really about embracing our people, but gearing up our people with the right tools and the right technology to make better decisions, to get better in communications, and also be more creative and information handling. I do believe, which I see in the most use cases now, it's not always directly leading to productivity, but your job becomes far more easy and far more nicer. So again, it's really your partner. If you go to the next slide, to explain a little bit what's the playing field we're in at the moment. As you all know, our security team monitors all our tools we are using to be sure that we don't tap into problems. So I'm not afraid about the security part anymore. It's tracked. We take on top of it. But what we do see out of the security monitoring that a lot of people are used. Last 3 months, around 161 tools are used. Different tools can be used extensive, can be not used extensive, but at least a lot of tools are used. So there is really a mind shift in our company that the AI is really is there and adopting. So that's the real good part. Again, people are still very important. So people are there first, but technology and transformation should be second and help us through getting to a new company. Again, appetite is there. So if you look at where we are as a company and where a lot of companies adopting this technology is going from left to right, it's first of all, use your own tool. It can be Copilot, can be Copilot Chat, can be GitHub, can be ChatGPT. All now they are allowed to use ChatGPT. The best way is to get to a paid version, ChatGPT team. And but it's all about individual effectiveness. Short term, meaning you can implement it easily and you get your direct effectiveness. Then we do see, and that's where more or less the LLM Factory is positioned, is that there are a lot of processes we can optimize, but you need integration with the backends. And that's where we said, okay, let's build this framework ourselves, so that there where you can really automate your business process, but where you need integrations and hook-ins in our landscape, that's the best way to jump on the LLM Factory. Like Francesco said, and he will explain more, it's an out-of-the-box tool where end users can even use it, but also there's an SDK where more development tools, developers can use it. I would not block every other development. I do believe there are different platforms for certain use cases. So if we build special agents in certain areas, there are other platforms we will probably also use. But important to understand, if we want to have it secured and ruggedized, we really need to look at the LLM Factory. Then, of course, if you go more to the right side, there are a lot of new platforms developed or integrated in our landscape which have AI. So we also need to really evaluate more times that it's not always that you build a lot of agents around an application and where you more or less would say it's better to use a new application or our own development. If you look at our new marketing tech, IMAS. It completely has a new AI platform in it. It's not about the AI platform, it's about the functionality you use as a business. So again, new applications will come. Oracle Finance, Oracle HR, they are really full integrated with AI. So also there we see the future where our business will transform, but then maybe probably by changing the landscape of the application. So again, a suite of solutions, not always easy to find the best because people have some different thinking, but I think really look at your own way of working in your department. You really have tools for your own effectiveness. We talk about the office suites. Then you really have process where you really want to build a chatbot for your store, your chatbot internally. That's where we come into play with the LLM factory, or we really have applications levels, and then you get into the new application level. We all talk about AI business enablement. This is the whole part of getting every of our colleagues onto AI. So the programs we will run, we will do trainings or prompt trainings so that we gear up all our staff, head office staff, to use AI and Gen AI. And then, of course, you have the AI platforms, and that's more where Group IT and the data labs are working closely together to deploy new platforms. If you go to the next slide, and then I'll probably finish off quickly. Why the LLM factory? Like I said, it's secured, it's in-house, it's integrated, it's whitelisted. So you can directly out of the box more or less use it. Maybe some development needed or not. We built chatbots already, so Francesco and Jeet will go through. It's in phase. So we first built chatbots. Now we are building workflow agents or work agents. And of course, in the future, complete landscapes will arise. We do believe it's a very powerful platform, but again, it's a platform in development, so there always can be issues or things we need to address. So that's why we have the forum to get the input from. Can everyone go on mute, please? So we have a platform where we can grow into the future together, and that's why we introduced a forum to get the feedback from the different teams and growing adoption. So thank you for listening, but let's move on to really get into the details of the platform. I think it's back to you, Francesco.